Is it
Penis.
recording? Hey,
Uh,
welcome to. I lost it. Oh, welcome to season 2, episode 2 of When Mint Cardano Culture and NFTs. I'm the machinist, and CMDR is here too, and we're gonna have a really good time talking about angels and such. What's up, man? What's happening?
just another beautiful Saturday, man. I'm happy to be back. Episode
Beautiful
2. Let's get it.
Saturday. Is it nice there?
No, it's never nice here, dude. I live in Oregon.
Yeah.
We have rain like 8 months out of the year, so
All right.
nice is subjective.
Yeah, here we have some huge nor'easter apparently is about to come through and just blanket us in snow, which will be nice because it hasn't
Yeah.
snowed in a couple of years.
Yeah. For any of you who don't know what a nor'easter is, it's basically like it's like the most wicked storm that you could possibly get, and yeah, it's known for floods and 3 feet of snow and just basically wrecking the East Coast. So good luck with that.
Yeah, it's good. It's going to be a good time. Yesterday, actually, before work, I was super prepared, right? Because when we moved into this house over the summer, right, I brought the snowblower, all this stuff, but I did not prepare for anything. So I have no gas for the snowblower. I have a heater, right? I don't have a generator here because we're renting. So I have a propane heater, but no propane tank, right? Because the grill was falling apart at the last house. You know, you leave it out on the deck for a couple of years, it starts getting gnarly and falling apart in the bottom. So yesterday I had to get rock salt, right? I had to get a propane tank. I had to get a gas can, and I have yet to get gas. Instead of getting gas, right now it looks like Armageddon's coming at the local gas station. But
Yeah.
I'm here instead. So later on, after the show, I will venture out and hopefully this snowblower starts. I'll send you like a FaceTime or something. We'll FaceTime with me trying to start it. The first
Definitely.
time. It should be fun.
Yeah. Good luck with that, man. When's it supposed to hit?
I think it was actually I should look. Actually, hold
Probably.
on. Sorry everyone.
Do you need to go get gas now?
We're doing a weather check. Hell no. Fuck that shit. Listen, man, I got priorities, okay? And When Mint is my priority.
It goes Win Mint, and then survival, and then food, and then drinks, and then sex.
No, not well, it goes for okay, so family. Okay. Obviously, family. Then When Mint, then Boss Cat Rocket Club, and then food, and then housing, you know, shelter. And that's about it. That's all I care about.
Nice.
And then gas.
So food before shelter. You would rather be able to eat than
yeah, I can survive it, you know, outside. You know, you don't need a roof to survive. You definitely need food. You know, I can still starve to death in a mansion. I'm just saying. I don't
That's
know about
valid. Very valid. Yeah. Speaking of food,
yeah. What is that?
Ham and Swiss croissant.
Bro, I had Naomi went out this morning. We have a local bakery called Ovens of France. That's how you have to say it, France. And she got a something dude pot. It's like pan day chocolate or so. I don't know how to talk French, okay? But it's a croissant with chocolate inside of it, and it's like melted. Bro, it was amazing. They're only like $1.50 at this place. They make them fresh every day.
I don't do sweet very well in the morning. I'm more of a savory guy. So, but yeah, like
I have so many things I can
croissants
say
are so
about
good. That. Oh God, yeah. Let's not do that.
All right, sorry. All right, so let's see.
Ooh.
Cloudy with snow. When is this? Something said about 4:00 it was supposed to start. All right, so chance of snow 80% during the day, and then 100% tonight. They said it could be up to a foot.
Oh yeah, you're wrecked. You're gonna get ruined.
Yeah, 5 to 8 inches expected, and then tomorrow another 1 to 3. So we'll see. It'll be fun. I like the snow, man.
5 to 8 inches expected.
Oh yeah, definitely not enough. I won't even feel it. Won't even feel it. It's not enough.
Yeah. Sounds like somebody's going to be calling off work on Monday.
Oh no, no. The car's got all-wheel drive, so that was part of the reason. Yeah. I don't.
They salt the road. They salt the roads there too. We don't do that here in Oregon. We've got a bunch of environmentalists here that stop us from using salt. So We
Fucking
get
loot.
we get an inch of snow on the ground and the entire city shuts down. It's rather hilarious, actually.
That's what, you know what they do now too? They have trucks. They're almost like tanker trucks that have salt water in them or some mixture of salt water. And they go around before storms and you'll see these little white lines like running with the road. There's like a whole bunch of them in a lane
Hmm.
and they just cook down the highway and just drop this salt water and then it dries, right? And just leaves the salt behind. So that way before it even snows, they have it uh on the road. It's actually, I don't know how well it works, but at least they're trying. You know, they're doing something.
Every effort, right?
Yeah,
But I mean, I think most people on the East Coast know how to drive in the snow, anyways. They've been doing it their entire lives. So,
northeast coast. Okay, I lived in North Carolina. All right, right by Wrightsville Beach, right in Wilmington, and nice town, right? College town, lots of fun, beach town. But you could literally get a quarter inch of snow on the ground, and I mean everything closes, like fucking town hall closes.
hmm,
Like you could be going
yep,
to court for murder, and they're just like, nope, sorry, court's closed. You know, it's all right. And everybody, all these guys with these giant trucks, these big Marty McFly trucks with huge tires, are just crashing into fucking everything. Like it really is a mess. It's a
yeah,
mess.
that's
Um,
terrible.
so yeah, Northeast, I would think most can drive, or at least think
Yeah,
they can. But anyway, what the? How did this happen? We get on these tangents very easily.
it's just the way it goes, man. We do very well together. And just so
We,
you guys, everybody knows, we talk like every day. So it's not just
yeah,
when we're literally texting each other like best buds on a regular basis. So
yeah, like love struck teenagers.
it's a regular bromance.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's pretty exciting. Actually, I look forward to it. Last night he kicked me off the phone. He said he didn't want to talk to me anymore, and it actually kind of hurt my feelings.
Yeah,
Uh, but
clingy,
anyway,
so clingy.
yeah. we, should we do the disclaimer now? I get we're talking about angel finance today, people, and it's really really exciting, and I really do want to get into it. And I'm going to try not to curse. Right now, there's a difference between cursing at people and just cursing because you're excited about things and you use it as like just explanatory words for things like, oh yeah, this is really bad, so it's fucking terrible. Right? That's not really cursing at someone. Doesn't hurt anyone's feelings. But I'm going to try not to curse in this episode. Uh, CMDR said it's okay if I curse,
It
but
is. It's
we'll
okay.
see. I'll
So
just go to confession after, even though I'm not Christian.
prepare to be disclaimed. So uh,
Prepared.
when meant is for educational purposes only. Nothing said or alluded to within this program represents the views, opinions, and or ideology of When Mint, its hosts, guests, affiliates, partners, and or related social media platforms. In other words, believe absolutely nothing we say. We don't even believe half the shit that comes out of our mouths, and we're the ones saying it. We love you all. Do your own research. A bitches.
DYOR, bitches. Well done. You really do have a great voice for podcasting. And like people, I think it's a voice that people can trust. Like when you call them a bitch, they believe it. They really do. I'm really proud to be able to do this with you.
Man, it's been a blessing so far. You like that?
Yeah, well, it's
Yep.
only been one episode. So,
Yeah.
we'll see. We haven't gotten
Yep.
canceled just yet.
2 or 3 months into this, we're probably going to be cussing each other out on a regular basis, but we'll get there
That's cool.
one step at a time.
Yeah. Hey, and while you're at it, right? I should have said this right in the beginning, right? If one minute makes you roll your eyes, shake your head, laugh for a little bit, or just give you something to do while you're sitting at work, and you should be paying attention, but you're not because you're watching or listening to us. Please head on over to whenmintpodcast.io. You can right there. You can link to all of our streaming services, but please go to Spotify. This is big, right? Go to Spotify, give us a star rating, please. It means a lot. It doesn't cost a thing, right? And whatever platform you use, subscribe to the channel. Follow us on X. Our handle is at @OneMint_podcast, and it means everything in the world to us, honestly. And like we said, doesn't cost you anything. So go check it out, or else we're gonna know CMDR is watching you.
Yeah.
He's outside your bathroom window right now. watching.
Preferably a 5-star rating. If you do give us a 1-star rating, please send some hate mail along with it so that we may roast you on the next show.
Yes. And hate mail can be sent to contact@onementpodcast.io. Or there's actually a contact form here on the website. I have to work on this website some. I might have to talk to Catnip because those guys at Boss Cat Rocket Club, they were website developers, or they have experience doing high end websites even before Boss Cats. You know, when you see bosspass.io, it's pretty well done. You can actually link your Google account now. You've been able to do it for a while. I don't know if you knew that, but I might have to talk to them and see if they can give me some tips of the trade on website building. But
I'm sure Catnip would be more than willing to help you out, man. You've been an absolute asset for the Boss Cat team. So
nah, I don't know. They have to deal with me too. He's another one that I talk to almost every day, and so he's got to deal with my nonsense. But I love those boss cats. I got another one last night.
the Terminator James Bond cat
Oh yeah,
action going on. Yeah. Really
not bad,
solid looking cat for
bro.
sure.
And that floor is stupid thin. I didn't even notice it until we were in that space yesterday with I don't want to say this wrong. What is it? What's
The
that?
Cataldi Guild.
He was talking about it, right? The host, and he went over the floor and he was like, "Holy shit, that floor is thin. It goes up
Mm-hmm.
quick." So,
Yep.
Boss Cats always a good buy, especially right now. I can't wait to play Boss Moon on my cell phone at work and not pay attention to anything going on around me.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah! All right. Anyway, enough about those rocket cats, those space cats. Let's talk Angel Finance, man. Now, but so everyone knows, full disclosure here, CMDR here is actually part of the team over at Angel Finance, right? So part of the reason we're doing this like spotlight episode, I don't think we're going to do a ton of episodes where it's just one project and we're digging into it, but uh sometimes I can kind of be CMDR's bitch, and he told me to do it, so I'm doing it. Uh
Yeah. I'll take it's okay. I'll take the blame as usual.
No, but it is a really, really cool project. This is something that even before it was announced that you were part of the team, man. Like when I first saw what this was about, and this was before the white paper even came out, like this really got me excited, right? Because everybody right now, it's ETF, right? Everyone here is ETF. They get all excited. Everyone's talking about the Bitcoin ETF and everything else. What about Cardano, right? And there's
Yep.
one project that's doing it. And this ain't your mama's meme coin, right? This has real utility. And we all know where the DeFi market's going to go on Cardano, right? It's obvious. You look at things like Igon, you know, what happened with them. Newnet, I mean, Newnet went up, what, like 800 something percent months ago, but it's still got a ways to go. They're still building, right? There's so many companies that are building on Cardano. It's just it's going to be nuts. And Angel Finance get pretty much puts its finger in everyone's pie and makes sure that you get rewards. So
Yeah.
anyway, I'll
Yeah.
let you explain it.
No. So
So
just for the record, we use ETF as kind of like a way to catch people's attention. We're not necessarily going to be like a formal ETF. We like to think of ourselves as more of a community investment fund, right? So
like
um,
ETF styled
yeah, exactly. ETF
with air
style.
quotes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because so we use ETF because it's easy for people to understand, especially with all the Bitcoin stuff going on right now. It's just it's a really quick way to catch people's attention and kind of give them the general idea of the direction that we're going with the project. So yeah.
Gotcha. Hey, and make sure everyone in the show notes in the description for this episode on every platform are all of the official links for not only One Mint, but Angel Finance as well. So get down there, check it out. And
Mhm.
before we get too much further, I should show this. We have, and actually, I think I screwed up. Tell me if I screwed up, bud. I think we had 5 whitelist roles to give away, and I thought it was 10. So I kind of just strong armed 10 whitelist rolls, maybe at Angel Finance. I don't know. But you can get a blessed roll right here on
Yeah.
the One Mint page. So all you got to do is follow us and Angel Coin, Ada, like and retweet, and tag 3 DGens. Uh, and you're good to go. Did we have
Well,
10 or did I
uh,
lie?
to be honest with you, I don't think you had 10, but
I don't think so either.
in typical Ken fashion, you just kind of, you went with it. That's perfectly fine. We are actually getting pretty close to the end of our whitelist allocation. Um,
Oh boy.
we Yeah, so it's getting there. We've got 4 days left for people to register their addresses. So we're getting really close. It's going to be really interesting to see where we end up. Our max allocation is, I believe, about 1,000 whitelists, and we're over 800 right now. So
Wow.
things are looking really good. You can go ahead and have those 10 since you already posted it, I guess.
Thanks.
Just never let it happen again.
You're welcome, Cardano. And I guess I'm gonna have to like speed edit this tonight and tomorrow because this is pre-recorded because I'm gonna have to do this giveaway after we release the episode. So I'm gonna
Yep.
try to get this out tomorrow, praying I don't lose power. If I do have what you call cellular backup on the modem here or the router because we have a ring security system and that's the Eero router and stuff, whatever. But yeah, so I might actually it'll be slow as sin, but even if I lose power, I should be able to get the episode up.
I
In
believe in you, Ken.
I don't. Thank God somebody does. All right. Anyway, so I apologize. ETF style, not ETF. And please always remember through this
Style.
episode our disclaimer: believe nothing we say, especially me. All right. So
Facts.
they have a disclaimer as well at Angel Finance. This is the white paper, but their disclaimer is not as fun as ours, but it is important. So there you go. So what is, I guess, in a nutshell, man, what is Angel Finance? Because this isn't an NFT, right? And there's not going to be any other mints, nothing like that. It's a
Nope.
token. But what sets this apart from other tokens in the space?
So, this is going to be a community investment fund where we are going to be investing in multiple different avenues. 40% is going to be going into DeFi, which will be yield farming, providing liquidity, buying and selling tokens, lending on levy finance and fluid. We're also looking into things like LQ and 20% is going to go into traditional finance, which is something that a lot of folks aren't really doing in the crypto ecosystem right now. So, traditional finance would be stocks, options trading, day trading. We have a pretty dedicated member who's going to be handling the trading side of that for us. And he runs a project called Alpha Surfers, which is pretty awesome. You guys should check it out
Hell
if you
yeah.
have the time. And then we will also be hedging as well. So we will be keeping a certain portion of ADA in ISPOs and collecting the regular rewards from staking and providing stake to stake pools. We will also just be kind of looking for opportunities that arise from new protocols. Anything that's up and coming on the blockchain we'll be looking at. So we've got a lot of different avenues, and we're not just focused on one portion, whether that be the DeFi side or the traditional side or the staking side or any of that. So
Right.
we
Well,
will not. Oh, sorry.
oh
Go
no.
ahead.
Well, so pretty much what you're saying is right, and we all know this. The space is not static, right? Things change, and they change really fucking quickly in crypto. So over here at Angel Finance, you guys are gonna. It's not like you're making investments and just putting it in there, like, oh, we're gonna put this much in World Mobile, this much in some TradFi, this much in whatever, and then just walking away. You're watching this on a daily basis,
Daily.
right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
making sure that what you're in as a project is benefiting the community and the people you have doing this have experience doing
A-
this in this
Absolutely.
space.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Barakiel's been trading actively for 3 years now. He definitely understands the space and how to navigate it.
And he's the
Um,
founder, right? Barakiel?
Correct. Yeah. So technically, it's myself, Barakiel, and DeFi Fomofo are all basically equal members of the team. But he's dirt, dirt, dirt. Yeah. He's going to be handling the entire DeFi side of it, and we'll be kind of backing him up. as we gain more knowledge in DeFi, myself and DeFi FOMOFO will be backing him up more and more. And then CMAT Dye from Alpha Surfers will be handling the traditional trading side of it. I do want to say for anybody out there who's listening, we will not be investing in any types of NFT projects. There's not going to be any holding of assets, expecting them to appreciate in value over time. Our focus is going to be strictly on DeFi and traditional finance. So you don't have to worry about us grabbing illiquid assets and waiting to see if they're going to pump or something.
I don't think we hit on the supply yet. And this is something I really like because most tokens that come out have a stupid high supply. It's too many zeros. I don't even know what the number is. But this is only 496,000 tokens. That's it, right? And the team gets nothing. No tokens are going to the team unless you guys buy them yourselves during the sale.
That's correct. Yeah. So we didn't want any kind of vesting schedule or anything like that. The problem is that when the team takes on tokens, right, uh, most of the community members are expecting them to sell because, we all want to make some money off of the work that we do. We don't want to have to put any sell pressure on the dexes. We don't want to have to put any sell pressure on the community. And that's also why we haven't allocated any tokens to quote unquote marketing, right? Like handing tokens out to influencers or marketing companies or anything like that for the work that they do. Because we know
I'll take tokens. Just saying.
yeah,
Just saying.
we know that those tokens would just get dumped on the DEX. They would lower the price, and they would take away from the value that we're trying to provide to the community. So, 0% allocation to the team, 0% allocation to marketing. 10% is going to go directly into liquidity after the sale, and the other 90% is being sold. We will have to purchase our own tokens, whatever we want, and that will make us community members just like you.
All right. Hell yeah. And I don't know, man. I kind of like when projects take that route because it gives people more of a how do I want to say this? More of a drive to make the project successful. Right? Because the only way, and yes, the team I'm sure is going to get a little bit out of the mint for the work that they've put in and the time and effort, right? It's deserved, but it's not going to be big money, right? If this team wants to make money, they have to make this project successful, and they also have to make money for their holders. And that's one of the things I like most about angel finance.
Yeah, so I've had this conversation with a couple of people, and I understand. I understand the sentiment, but if you look at any project in the ecosystem, like nobody works for free, right?
No.
We're putting in a ton of time here. My wife doesn't even know what my face looks like anymore because I'm doing
Good
so
for
much
her.
in
Good
the
God.
ecosystem. And you also have to think like once the sale is over, the job's not done. We've got a 5-year plan, right? We have 5 years planned out in advance for after this sale to continue to provide this value to the community, and that's only leading up to the first the first bear market that we're going to see after this bull run. We have plans for the entire life of this project. Once the bear goes away and the next bull comes back, we're going to be right back at it. So it's not like we're doing the whitelist, we're doing the marketing, we're doing the sale, and then it's game over. Our job's done. We are here forever. So, yeah, we're invested in this just like you are. And the only way that we're going to benefit from the sale is if we make it work for ourselves and everybody else.
Right. And you can see right here in your white paper, again, everyone, all the links for Angel Finance are in the show notes. Go check it out. But honestly, 15%, right, going to that's not just for the team, right? That's development tools, that's cost, that's everything, the staking platform, the minting fees, literally everything you guys have done and are going to have to continue to do, plus going to yourselves, is only 15%.
Yeah.
That's
And
not a lot. You look at most NFT projects, that's not the case, right? The
yeah.
team takes a big chunk and they say it's for, we're taking 40% for future development. They're developing their wallets.
So
Usually.
you also have to think like 5 years of upkeep, right? Like websites don't just work on their own. We have to pay
No.
for servers. We have to pay
Yep.
for We have to pay for the upkeep. We have to pay for the development costs from the team that's actually doing the mint for us. Shout out to Brave Dogs. I can say that now.
Hell
Uh,
yeah.
yep.
Let's fucking go.
But we also want to make sure that we have the tools that we need to be able to navigate DeFi properly, right? Like, so we want full on access to tap tools. So we're going to have to get our hands on some tappies.
Yep.
Um, we want to be able to benefit from trading on Levy. So we're going to be getting our hands on a CODIS, right? We're going to get a CODIS so that we can get our discounts and all that stuff on lending and stuff on Levy Finance. So there's plenty of tools out there that are going to help us be better at navigating the DeFi ecosystem on Cardano. And that's where the team funds are going to go. We're also going to be making sure that we support the DEX for the first 30 days after the sale. If for any reason the price falls below the initial sale price, we're going to be there to support it. We're going to be buying back tokens for the project treasury because we want the treasury to be sustainable as well. But we also want to support the price for the first 30 days until we find that equilibrium, right? Like
Right.
once people start getting their distributions and they realize that we're not full of shit and that we're actually going to deliver what we say we're going to deliver, we won't have to worry about the price anymore because people are going to be scrambling to get those tokens.
Hell yeah. And it's, there's a lot to be said for people's reputations in this space, right? You could tell a lot about people here, especially if they've been here a long time, just watching how people move, right? What they're, what they post about everything else. You can really kind of see inside of a person's head. Because if somebody's a shitbag, they're going to slip eventually, and you're going to see it, right? You and DeFi are two of the most trustworthy people I've ever met in this space. And that is financial advice. You motherfuckers can take that to the bank, right? I would trust these two with anything. So, a project that you're involved in on that kind of level, like not like a mod or, just helping with promoting or something, like really putting your name on it, for me, that's all that needs to be said. Plus, Barakiel, right? He hasn't put his real name out there for anyone in Discord yet, but he has doxed through a doxing service. So
Yeah.
for me, that enough said. But
And
anyway, oh, go ahead.
Me and DeFi also know him personally.
There you go.
He is active in the space. He has been active in the space for a long time. Um, and to be honest, like, let's be real here, okay? And I'm going to be really real for a second. And if you don't like what I have to say, that's
Let's
fine.
do it. Oh, I'm excited.
I don't, I don't mince my words. A majority of people in this space right now are throwing liquidity at shit coins all over the place that have founders that probably haven't even fucking been here for more than a month or two. So if you guys
Facts.
are seriously that worried about Barakiel not telling people who he is, then maybe take a look in the mirror and ask yourself what other projects you've been getting into lately. So
Let's
that's
fucking
all I'll
go.
say on the subject.
Hell yeah, I'm that much more bullish. But that's the truth, right? And the thing is, Angel Finance, this isn't, meme coins. People talk about it's meme coin season, DeFi season, like whatever. This really is built to last. And we're going to get into that in a second. This isn't just, make your money over the next 6 months and then get out. Like, you guys have a plan for every cycle, every bull and bear to come into
Yeah.
the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
But anyway, we should get back to this. So we went over the team. But that's just, we wanted to hit the team hard because people try to pick at things.
We've been answering questions in the Discord as transparently as possible since we opened on the 17th, and we
Right.
will continue to do so. So if what
Hell
you
yeah.
hear here doesn't fix it for you, then just come holler at me.
100%. And we actually have some questions from people in the Discord that we're going to go over in the end of the episode. So if you submitted a question, stick around. I think if we read it on the show, they get a blessed roll, right? Or
So
how does that
we
work?
were going to do a wheel spin for two people that
There you
asked
go.
questions, but we only had three people submit questions. And in typical Commander fashion, I'm not going to just leave one person out, so they're all going to
Hell
get a
yeah.
blessed roll.
Nothing like a threesome. All right. Well, you'll find out who you are in a minute.
Fucking
So,
Christ.
so anyway, 15% to the team, 20% is going to that traditional finance route, right? Stock options trading. DeFi yield farming is 40% of this. We have 10% as ADA as a hedge, right? So just ADA as freaking ADA, because that's going to do pretty damn well too.
Yep.
And 5% for a locked stake bonus. So 5% of the money that comes in for the mint for these 496,000 tokens is going to a staking bonus that we're going to get into in a second. And this is one of the things I like the most about Angel Finance, because if you're going to sit on something, right, and that's what we should be doing right now in this space, right? You sit on it until the peak of the market, try to time it right, which you guys are going to do, and we'll talk about that. Sell it, then come back in at the bottom. So you should be sitting on things. And Angel Finance definitely rewards you for doing that. So should we jump into staking? How is that going to work?
Yeah. So again, shout out to Brave Dogs. They're going to be building our staking site. It should be. We're projecting it's going to be available and ready to go about 15 days after the sale happens. Until then, we'll probably be doing snapshots to track everybody's holdings. Um, so you're going to have two options. You're going to have non-custodial staking, which we're calling praying outside of Heaven's Gates. That is going to keep your tokens unlocked. You will be able to speculate on the markets at your leisure. You can buy, sell, do whatever it is that you want to do. I don't recommend selling, but that's all on you. Um, and then we're going to have what's called lock staking, or praying inside of Heaven's Gates. This will be locking your tokens up for a period of 6 months. We are leaning towards the idea that you will not be able to unlock them. You are either going to dedicate yourself to the 6 months, or you can stay in the non-custodial side and remain unlocked. The locked staking is going to come with a couple of different bonuses. So when we do our distributions monthly, the 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 ADA that we have made over the course of the month will be distributed equally amongst every token. So all 496,000 tokens that are in circulation, not counting what's in the liquidity pool, will be getting distributions. Um, the difference is that 20% of what was supposed to be distributed to the non-custodial side will be taken and given to the lock stakers as a bonus for being faithful enough to lock their tokens up for 6 months. So um, we're guessing that this is going to slowly bring more and more people into the locked side as they see what these bonuses are doing to benefit the community that's taking the chance and locking up with us. So sooner or later, again, we're going to reach kind of an equilibrium where those bonuses, or that extra that you're getting from the non-custodial side, will slowly start to dwindle as more and more people are locking their stake, right? Because that 20% is going to dwindle as more tokens come over to the lock side. So what we did to add extra incentive is that 5% lock stake bonus that you were talking about, which is 5% of the initial sale is going to go into a separate wallet specifically for the locked stakers. They will have a little bit of governance over what happens with that wallet. We haven't quite decided exactly what that's going to look like yet, but they will have some decision-making opportunities on how we invest it, how we distribute the rewards, things like that. So regardless of whether we find an equilibrium on that 20% coming from the non-custodial side, you're always going to have an extra benefit as a locked staker, regardless of whether you're getting significant returns from the lock staking.
Right. So, and just to make sure that everyone understands, right, when you receive your rewards from Angel Finance, you're not getting Angel, right? You're not getting their token. You're not getting something they made up, right? You're receiving rewards in ADA, right? This is like, you don't have to convert anything, nothing. Like, you're getting ADA just pumped into your wallet, either just for holding, or uh, for staking, you make, that much more, or for lock staking. Pardon me.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
right.
even the non-custodial staking, they will have to at least get on the website and register their wallet, but that's the only step that they'll have to take.
All right. So don't just hold. I mean, granted, this probably still would be a good token just to hold, because I'm pretty sure the price of Angel is going to go up significantly once people start seeing those rewards monthly, not quarterly, not, bi-yearly. This is monthly. You're getting ADA dropped in your wallet for having these tokens staked. So Angel itself, even without the staking, personally, I think would be a good buy. But That's just me, right? Not financial advice. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. Refer to our disclaimer.
DYOR, bitches.
Yeah. But so, and I'm sorry, I kind of went a little all over the place with the
It's
white
what
paper
we
there.
do, man. Don't
I
worry
know.
about it. We're good.
We probably should have had profit taking before staking, but the staking is one of the coolest parts of this project because you're buying something and sitting on it, which most of us do. Why not lock it up and
Yeah.
make that much more, right? I don't know, and again, I might be wrong, but I don't know if there's another project out there right now that gives that much of a bonus, for staking, for locking it,
Yeah.
percentage wise. I don't think there is. If there is, let me know, right? You can comment on this video, YouTube, on X, on Spotify, wherever. Um, yeah, let us know. But I don't think there is. But anyway, so we have 80% of the profits, right? This is in the beginning when you guys first start, right? So you have the mint, sells out, right? You got all your money, you put it where it needs to go, right? According to the percentages that you laid out for traditional finance and yield farming and everything else. So 80% of the profits made from holding, trading, investing, and yield farming will be paid out to the staked Angels holders every month. The remaining 20% goes back into the treasury. So is this now? That's not going to the team. This is going back into the treasury to be invested so you guys can make more money, right?
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. It's compounding. So the more we invest back into the ecosystem, the more we're going to be able to distribute to the community on a monthly basis. So 20% will go back on a regular basis until we hit the 100% distribution threshold. So basically, once the initial USD value that we brought in from the sale is given back to the holders, we will then switch to a 50-50 system where 50% will be distributed to the community on a monthly basis, and then 50% will go back into the treasury for compounding. So as we continue to compound that value that we have in the treasury, that amount that we're using to invest on a monthly basis, that's only going to increase the rewards for the community on a monthly basis. So as we grow our treasury, we grow the amount of ADA that we will be able to distribute to you on a monthly basis.
Hell yeah. And there's two really cool things about this treasury that I love, just big payouts to the holders. And now this is, hold on, let me double check here. So this is okay. So you do have to be staked for this. So make sure if you get angel finance, right? If you get these tokens, that you stake them, because once, this is just the first one, once the treasury grows to 4 times the original USD value of the token sale, which won't take long once the bull comes back. This could be a couple months, right? Honestly, they're going to take 25% of that treasury, right? So that 25%, that would be the exact amount of the original token sale. And that is going to be split up between all staked token holders, right? So pretty much all the money that got put into the project is, once that treasury 4X's, is going right back to the holders that are staked. You have to be staked for this, though. I think
Yeah.
that's important to
Yep.
point out.
And the thing is that there will already have been multiple monthly distributions before that even happens. So
Right.
the moment that we hit that 4x, you're in the green for life for the rest of the project. So um, that to me is massive. Like
Yeah, that's it right there. Right.
yeah, you're
It's
already winning. You're already winning.
hell
Yeah,
yeah.
and
Gravy.
then for every 10x after that, 10% will be taken, converted, and given back to the community and the holders that are staking. So
That's a
it
fact. I
just keeps
forgot
going.
that.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't
And
forget it. I didn't see it.
that's not even it. The if you look at the ADA hedge, the ISPO side of it, at the end of 2024, whatever excess USD value we have, that is also going to get converted and given back to the community. So we have multiple avenues for rewards, not just the monthly distributions, but we also wanted to make sure that we had set goals that we wanted to reach for massive distributions to the community.
Hell yeah. And just to clarify that last part that you said, this is the big one. This is what I was talking about when I was saying the second one. I forgot the 10%, 10% drop there. But once you guys peak, right? This is what you're going to try to do, right? You're going to try to time, and nobody can do it perfectly unless you're just really lucky. But you're going to try to peak, time that peak of the market, convert. What is it? So you're taking half the treasury and converting it into stable coins to lock in that USD value, right? So you can hold that for when the market goes down again, and then you buy back in and just do it all over again, but that much bigger. But that other 50%, when that market's at its peak, that goes to the staked holders. So 50% of the treasury at the peak of the bull market after everything else that's been done, then that treasury is getting cut in half and dumped in staked holders' wallets as well. Like,
Correct. Yeah. So let's just say for people that enjoy numbers, right? Let's say when that happens, we are at that 4x. We are at 4 million USD. Then what's going to happen is 2 million will get converted into stable coins, and 2 million USD will be converted into ADA and distributed equally amongst the token holders. So that's I mean, it's pretty huge, but
that is pretty
we're
huge.
hoping that 4x is like a tiny number in comparison to what we could see by the end of the bull run. So
Hell yeah. No, absolutely. Think about it. I mean, ADA right now is what, 50, almost a little over 50 cents. It went down some. Of course, it went down some because I got a bag of it like 2 days ago when it was at
that's
60
right.
something cents. I'm like, got to
You
get
are the
ready for Angel
catalyst.
Finance. Yeah. So anytime we want the price to drop, or anyone out there wants it to drop, just let me know and I'll go buy some ADA. And right after I buy it, it'll tank. But even right now, a 4X would put ADA at $2, a little over $2, and we know that it's going farther than that.
Yeah.
Right? What was it? 314? What the hell was the peak? It was over
Like
$3.
312 or 313 or something like that. Yeah. It
Right.
was, yeah. But with that was before we had smart contracts. That was before we had all these protocols building. Like once the
Right.
bull run comes now and we have all these amazing protocols, we have smart contracts, everything else, $3 is nothing. Like 7, 8, 10. You
Easy.
never know. Yeah.
Easy.
It's gonna be insane.
It's going to be fun. So start stacking that ADA and start getting that angel finance, because that's the thing, right? And I don't think we really talked about this yet. We talked about it in the last episode that we had to scrap, and I think that makes this tough because I'm like, oh yeah, we talked about that, but we didn't because it's not on this recording. But if you want to invest in this space, right, especially in DeFi on Cardano or any blockchain, right, it moves so quick that you literally have to be on it. You have to be on top of it all the time, or else you're going to miss out. And that FOMO, because you know that could happen, is like, at least me personally, like it eats me up. Like I'll be driving somewhere and I'm like, shit, I got to check tap tools. What's going on with that token? I bought,
Yeah.
did it dump yet? Did it take off? Should I sell it? What's going on? But with Angel Finance, you don't have to worry about that, right? Because you have people that are experienced in the space doing it for you. And all you have to do is stake your tokens, right? And it's
Yeah.
pretty much like having your own financial advisors. Uh, not really, but kind of like if I hired someone to run my portfolio, I know that sounds crazy. Remember, disclaimer, okay? Don't believe anything I say, but I could go out and hire someone to do for me what this token can do for me, right? And it would cost me a hell of a lot more to go get some schlub in a suit, and he probably wouldn't know anything about Web3, right? I'd much rather have DGens doing it. But yeah,
Well,
I don't know.
crap, if I can put a suit on, you can just pay me, man. Let me go put my vest and nice tie on, and we
Bro,
can
if
have a conversation about what you're willing to pay.
listen, you slip into your birthday suit and I'll pay anything. I will pay it. Why does it keep doing the thumbs up? See, I'm on a Mac, so every time I do this, watch, where to go?
Oh,
It's
see,
not.
now it's not doing it.
Oh my,
It's
hey,
playing you.
there it
There we
is.
go.
I think I can turn that off.
Yeah.
I don't think it does a middle finger. I tried it. It doesn't work.
So if I could go into a little bit of what you just said there, one of the main reasons that we did this during our conversations when we were starting this project was the idea that there are a lot of people in this ecosystem that don't understand how DeFi works, or they just don't have the time, right? Like we don't all have the time to just sit there and watch charts all day long,
Right.
watch ups and downs and look for trends and pumps and all this other stuff. So We wanted to give folks that don't have that time the opportunity to get involved and be able to earn passively from the upcoming bull run that's about to happen. So even if you don't know what's going on, you have an opportunity to be involved and to make some money off of this bull run. And if you want to be more involved, you also have the opportunity to do so as well, because we're not just going to be about um, getting into yield farming and traditional finance. We want to educate people as well. So once the once the sale is finished, we're going to be transferring into some more holder type stuff where you will have channels where you can come and learn about how to move in the DeFi sector yourself if that's what you choose to do. We're going to have folks in the ecosystem that are already heavily invested in DeFi come in and give presentations about how you can get more involved yourself. So education is going to be a big side of this as well. So feel
That's
free to
awesome.
hop in and get involved.
That's the first time I heard that. That's really cool. Because honestly, like you were doing that in the lurkers server, right? With those
Yeah.
DeFi days. And I used to tune into this at where, for anyone that doesn't know, I don't know where you've been, get out from under that rock you're living under. There's a bright world out here. But CMDR is also the founder, well, him and Canterbury, his ever suffering better half. They are the founders of the Lurkers as well. It was a rug project that they took over and did freaking awesome things with. It's one of the best communities I've ever seen in this space. But anyway, they had these DeFi days, and I would just tune in to the stage, the Discord stage, and I learned a lot. Right? I don't pretend to know. People seem to think because there's a difference between being able to talk and sound like you know what you're talking about and actually knowing what you're talking about. And I'm very good at talking and sounding like I know what the hell's going on. So I learned a ton from that. I can't wait to see what Angel Finance has in store. I'll definitely
Yeah.
be there, man.
And we plan to bring those back. It's been insane lately. Like we started up the marbles tournament, and then WinMint came into the picture, and then Angel Finance came into the picture. I mean, it's like my days are literally jam packed at the moment. So marbles tournament ends today. Actually, I'll be running that here in about 4 hours. That'll give me a little bit more free time on the weekends. So we'll be looking to get DeFi days back in lurkers as well.
Hold on, I just want to look at this quick because I have to do a shameless shill for lurkers. If you haven't played marbles with the lurkers yet, your life is just you
Hmm.
really need to get shit together because it's a ton of fun, right? They do these marbles. What is it? Steam or something? At how does right?
Yeah, it's on Steam.
Yeah.
Marbles on stream. It's a like random marbles race.
And they do this now. They do it with other projects too, right? You guys have all kinds of projects doing this with you,
Yeah,
and the buy-ins are. It's not much to buy in. It's a couple ADA, right? And look at these
it's
prizes today, right? What is this? The first place is Mallard Order Eden 7 package, 25 million Snepe, and then second place, a Boss Cat, another 25 million Snepe, 20 quarter million NFTC. Then there's a Cyberpunk Platypus, an Eternals package, like Radioactive Croc, Cardano lands, Ancient Dragon Elias, Econicos. Like, this is insane. This list of prizes. You're paying up to 20th place.
yeah.
Like,
Check out 20th place. That's the best prize if you ask me. But
oh man, the Degen Duck Keyblade, a bot, Little Lurker, Aping Riot, and 30 ADA.
that's
Right.
right.
Listen, if you people are not in the Degen Duck Club or you don't hang out with the guys from Aping Riot, turn this show off and never come back. That's all I have to say
It's
to you.
facts.
Okay.
Absolute
No,
facts.
but seriously, check out those projects. They're freaking amazing. We'll have to get them on here. Actually, General Specific, right? He's the head duck in charge over at Degen Duck Club. He revamped our logo for us, the One Mint logo, because the only one I had
Yep.
was like super low def, and I couldn't figure out how the hell, dude. I was just gonna like draw lines around it in Microsoft Paint, try to at least get the border where it was supposed to be, and like instantly he churned out these super high def cool logos, with like the lightning bolts on them and stuff.
Hmm.
uh he's an
Yeah,
awesome guy.
he's turned into an amazing artist, man. He's done fan art for lurkers. He's done fan art for crypto raggies. He's working on revamping the entire Degen Duck collection. I mean, his skills have increased exponentially in the last year. So if you guys don't know General, definitely check him out. He's a stand-up guy.
You should. Yeah, we got to get them on here, man. Um, but anyway, what else? He actually gave away a boss cat the other day too. Freaking Jimmy Bones won it in those damn
Yeah.
duck races. That lucky bastard.
Yeah, I know,
Watch.
man. I was really hoping that I was going to win it because General doesn't have a boss cat yet, and he was going to ask for the address, and then I was going to give him his address and just tell him to take it. But
That would be awesome. You
yeah,
wouldn't have done that.
it's
You would have
no,
kept it.
no, no.
No, no,
I've
you
already
would have
got
kept it.
boss cats. General, I got mad love for General, dude. I owe him so much, like that I could never pay back. The least I could do is tell him to send himself a boss cat, dude.
Listen, if anyone wants to send General a boss cat, an OG boss cat, please send it to $1mint wallet and we will make sure he gets it. Just put in the transaction. Well, you don't have to. If a boss cat shows up, I know where it's going. But if you put in the little transaction note, like send this to General or else, we'll make sure it gets to him. And then we'll be able to blackmail him into coming on the show. We'll be like, bro, they the people got you a boss cat. They love you. Come on the show.
Well,
Um,
we don't need to blackmail him. I already asked him, and he said yes.
I know I was there, but still, I'd like to blackmail him, if I could. So yeah, if you'd like to send a boss cat, please send it to $1mint wallet. It'll go to General Specific, and he would really, really love it. Anyway,
I love it.
sorry, General, but all right. So what the hell else is going on? What are we talking about? Angel Finance.
These tangents, man, they just
Yeah.
never stop.
Actually,
Yeah,
I don't think ever in 12 minutes, we're actually recording episode 3
yeah,
as well. So we have
yeah,
Professor Z and Zora hiding in the wings. So
yeah.
stay tuned
So
for
should we get to
our
these
gaming
questions
episode.
then?
Oh
Should we
yeah,
get to
shit.
these questions real
We
quick?
have questions. Yeah,
Wrap it up.
I forgot
Wrap it
about
up.
this. All
Yeah.
right. And remember, if you have more questions, just go to the Angel Finance Discord, right? The links will be, or you can message them on X, right? If for some weird reason you're a Web3 person that doesn't use Discord, whatever, you can send them messages there too. Their link will be in the show notes, discord.gg/angel finance. But anyway, all right. So what do we got here? We have, what
Yeah.
is this? MDI MIS? Is that
Yeah.
the
So we did like a little competition in the Discord. I asked people to post questions that they wanted to have broadcast on the Windmint episode. So we had a couple of people tag me with some good questions here. I am going to butcher names here, so I'm just
yeah.
going to actually do what you did and spell it out. MDIMIS, MDIMIS or MDI miss.
Actually, hold on. Do you want me to read the question so you can actually answer them? So it sounds like the, question and answer thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
All right, cool. Can I use my voice or do I have to change my voice to their voice?
You can do whatever is going to make you happy, my friend. If you want to work on your voiceovers, let's do it. See what
Bro,
happens.
I'm happy already. I don't have pants on right now, so I'm good. All right. So, and I quote from MDIMIS, think we covered this one already. There seems to be a contradiction between the 0% team share in Angel, right? $Angel, the token, and the in brackets part of 15% team share in ADA distribution. Wouldn't it be more bullish for the project if the team gets a share of Angel tokens instead of ADA? Apart from the development, tool costs, etc., can you please specify the percentage that the actual team will receive?
So, short answer to that question is no. We cannot specify the percentage that the team will receive. There is no team in the ecosystem that will tell you that. And I apologize if that's not the answer that you wanted. We did cover a little bit already in this episode exactly what the allocation for that 15% is going to go to. And I can tell you that a massive majority of that is going to go towards what we talked about. So you're looking at 5 years worth of fees for websites and servers, buying the tools that we need to actively participate in the DeFi ecosystem, just general costs, the 30 days of DEX support. A lot of that funding is going to be going to that.
Most projects in the space, most teams are not, they don't give anything out. They won't say that they're taking anything. It's just for development. Well, they're taking some, but Angel Finance is being straightforward and saying, yes, people here are getting paid, but they're telling you the percentage, right? There are hosting fees for 5 years. There's a lot of stuff going on that they are building with, Brave Dogs is making the staking platform, right? That they're not doing that for free, right? Wolvie doesn't work for free.
And they're not doing it for cheap either.
Yeah,
Let's be realistic.
but they do it well, right? And there's value in that. But that's where this funds are going. And these team members have to buy tokens. So if you think about it, whatever they're making, probably a pretty big chunk of it is going to that token sale, which actually helps you as well, right? Because it puts more money uh, into the project treasury. But anyway, moving on. So this next question, it says there's no name, so it may be the same person.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
all
it
right.
is.
All right. So now it's can we have a rough estimation of how many months you think it may take for an investor to break even, and then again in brackets here, parentheses or whatever, get back the initial investment only by the monthly airdrops while doing non-custodial staking. So they want to know, they want you to tell the future, and
They want an ROI. So yeah. First of all, we would prefer to not make promises that we can't keep, right?
Mhm.
Everything that's going to be happening after the sale is going to be highly dependent on the markets, right? Your answer is going to be different whether we stay in a bear, whether we're in a crab market, whether we enter a bull market. It just really depends on what the market does. I wish that I could tell you that it's going to happen in 3 months or 6 months or 9 months. But if I said that and then it didn't happen, well, you know how the ecosystem is, you know how the space is. I don't want that drama in my life. So we will make it happen as quickly as possible. That is the best answer that I can give you.
and it's a damn good one, right? Nobody can tell the future, but you have a pretty damn good plan in place. So I don't think personally, again, not part of the team. I don't think it's going to take long, but that's just me, right? I'm just some schlub. What do I know? All right, next question. Jonah had two really good questions. Can you explain how much or so what the percentage of the treasury will be allocated to investments in seed slash private slash public sales? I do see a lot of potential in this category, but the angel paper doesn't specify it right now. Cardano is currently lacking stable coins in its ecosystem. ETH DAOs slash investment clubs didn't have that issue last cycle. How do we deal with this? And what is the impact of this on our strategy?
Yep. So both of these were really awesome questions. Thank you, Jonah. I really appreciate it. Um, so as far as what we're going to invest into seed sales and stuff like that, that really just depends on the quality of the project, like whatever opportunity it's going to present to us. We will have a percentage of funds allocated from the farming and trading portion of our treasury that's going to be available at any time to be used for stuff like that. And then we may also actually include some of the hedged ADA pool as like a temporary backup should we need to. But as far as like saying specifically what we're going to allocate to any project or any protocol that might be coming out, it really just depends on how good we feel about it, right? So if it's going to be a super solid project, we're getting a lot of really good feedback from the community. Maybe we'll go a little bit bigger. If we feel that there are, some flags or something that may stop it from advancing quickly, then we'll probably not go at all, or maybe even a smaller investment. It just depends on what we're seeing from them specifically. This is a really good question. So we're not necessarily going to need any access to stable coins until we reach that top of the bull run, right? Um, we're not going to be too concerned about holding or investing in stable tokens until we're ready to do that 50-50 split and kind of wait for the bull run to wind back down. We're hoping by that time that USDM Mihan has their fiat backed stablecoin on Cardano. That is the main goal that we're looking for. We're also looking at stuff that necessarily isn't considered a stable coin, like IUSD from Indigo Protocol. But if worse comes to worse, we will look into stable coins on other chains if absolutely necessary to make sure that we maintain that USD value.
Awesome. Hell yeah. And it's just good to hear that you guys have all these different plans in place and pretty much whatever may come. There's enough experience in trading on this team that it's going to be figured out, right? I'm going to be honest. I never even heard of a crab market until CMDR told me about it with Angel. I'm like, crab market? Like, what the hell
Yeah.
is that?
So it's
I
basically just like a
personally,
sideways moving market. Yeah.
I think it should be called the lobster market on Cardano, but that's just my opinion.
But
All right, so we got one more, and then we got a jet because we only have like 2 minutes until we have this next
yeah.
interview. So Oceanic Goon asked this next question, and thank you all for putting these questions in there. This is awesome. We'll probably continue to do this in the future if we have other projects on, which I'm sure we will. So will Angel be looking into LQ or similar projects for staking Angel as as well there? What? Hold on.
I think
Let's.
he meant as well as also adding
Oh,
Angel
gotcha.
for collateral to lend ADA.
All
So
right.
yes, we will be looking into we will be looking into any and all lending protocols. Um, we want to have access to as many avenues as possible in this ecosystem, and there are many avenues in the ecosystem. So we've already been having some conversations as a team about LQ specifically. We will continue to do so, and as soon as we feel that we are comfortable enough with the protocol, we will give you guys some more information on how we're going to participate in that.
Hell yeah. Super cool. Great questions, everybody. This was a fun episode. But before we do our little wrap up here, I hate that we have to cut it this short. But again, this was a second recording, right? And I'm sure we're gonna have a lot of updates in the future about Angel Finance once this token sale goes live, and it starts moving. Actually, real quick, could you tell us? Do we know a mint date? The minimum or maximum buys? What a blessed roll gets you? Stuff like that.
Absolutely, yeah. So we have all that information for you in the Discord. You're welcome to swing by if the information that I give you is not good enough. So the mint date is going to be starting, I believe, on the 12th of January. So January 12th at 5 p.m. UTC, and it will run until January 15th. Whitelist and public, as of now, are going to be in tandem. So the blessed roll is going to get you a 7.77% discount with a minimum buy-in of 100 ADA and a max buy-in of 2,000 ADA for your whitelist roll. And then public sale will be a minimum buy-in of 100 ADA and a maximum per transaction of 4,000 ADA. So should we go over the sale that we are looking for, everything, including the whitelist, we'll move into pro rata. So based off of whatever percentage we go over, you will get a portion of your ADA back and then a percentage of your tokens. But for the blessed roll, you will be guaranteed that discount at the minimum.
Hell yeah. Beautiful. And remember, everything you need to know you can find in the Angel Finance Discord or through their Twitter profile, their X profile. All the links are in the show notes. And don't forget, right, when this episode comes out right now, there's 4 days left to register your wallet for that blessed roll, right? For that 7.77% discount on this sale. So by the time this episode comes out, you're going to have less than 4 days, right? Probably only two. So
Yeah.
make sure you remember to register your wallet. The channel is called The Book of Life in the
Yeah.
Discord. Get in there, check it
Yeah.
out. Even if you can't get a roll, I mean, not financial advice, right? Check out our disclaimer. But this project really, I mean, it has me excited about a token like I haven't been in a while. Most tokens, it's a shot in the dark, right? Because they're memes. How's it going to go? Uh, but you guys have a plan, right? And a fucking great plan at that. I don't know how else to put it. So anyway, this was a fun episode, man. And we're gonna keep on bantering and having fun. I'm sorry we're ending this one kind of quick, but make sure you tune in to episode 3 as well. We're gonna have a gaming episode with Professor Z from Ada Runners and Zora from the Eternals, aka Deadly Sins and Holy Virtues. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna go talk shit to them right now.
Right now.
Right meow. And that's it. Go to Spotify,
Mhm.
give us a rating, please, and check us out on whatever platform you listen to podcasts on. We are everywhere from YouTube Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Castbox, everywhere. Ubiquitous.
Jeez, take a breath,
People.
bro.
I, I don't breathe.
Yeah,
And yeah, I guess that's it. So
that's it.
that's it.
Okay, bye.
Later. Thanks for tuning in.